Warning. It is the opinion of the Forestry Productions LLC and the Working Perspectives podcast that we should inform you that some of the language used in this recording could possibly be considered offensive. You have been warned, so if you decide to listen to the recording, then don't complain about the language.
Yeah, I was out running and just got bit by a dog.
What kind of dog?
It was like a 90-pound mutt.
Was it a wild dog?
No, it was a regular dog. Jumped the fence and got 9 lacerations, rabies shots, which are 16 shots at once into. No, I actually got them, which is crazy because everybody says in the belly. I got the sick. Yeah, I got the 16 in every muscle possible that they could get a shot into, and it wasn't pleasant. I know that.
It's multiple of the 16s.
Yeah, so it was all based off of body weight, and man, those nurses had a field day with me.
Hi, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk to some real people about some real things, real lives, doing real stuff. This is the Working Perspectives podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied as always by jdub, Justin Richardson, and the amazing Jamie Iglesias. Our guest today is the one and only Sean Lodge. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram, Working Perspectives Podcast. You can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workperspectives@gmail.com. And please like, subscribe for keeping you this sweet, sweet content. Jalen Dub, how we doing? Buffet.
Ooh, it's a nice, beautiful spring day. I'm feeling sprung.
You know, spring is definitely springing. Jamie, how art thou?
I'm doing amazing. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, and you are amazing. Very much so. Speaking of being amazing, this is the Working Perspectives podcast. Let's get this thing started. Let's go.
It's our objective to be effective by voicing societies. Working perspective, exploring your day and how you get paid. Launching a new episode every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform with new episodes available on every platform. So check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid. Share and subscribe. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. We're just sharing. Working perspectives.
All right. On the show today, we have a union electrician. One of the beautiful things about the internet and social media is that this gentleman, we connected over Facebook, and we talked about him being on the show. I was able to book him, get him on here to share a story. This is exactly what the show is all about. We're about voicing our working society. Everyone that contributes to society and builds this world around us that we live in needs to have a voice and their perspective heard. And that's what we're here to do. Super excited to have him on. Really thankful for him to be on. I want to get this started right away. Sean, thanks again for being on. But before we get started, I would just like to ask, what movie do you think is better? The Godfather Part 1 or The Godfather Part 2?
I'm going with the original one.
Justin, where do you find these people?
All right. I didn't find this guy. You found him.
I did, but now he's a 1, which is the wrong answer, Sean.
So far, so good.
Okay, let's keep it moving then. Sean, pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Yep.
Wow.
Crazy how many people say pancakes.
It's a working
It's
man's
unbelievable.
food.
It's
Not these
unbelievable.
highfalutin, waffle-eating.
I'll tell you, every electrician has said pancake. You know?
It is true.
All right, let's keep it moving then. Cheetos, crunchy or puff?
Crunchy.
Of course. Crunchy is the puffisance is over, Justin.
I
The
know, no one's said puff in a
puffisance is
while.
dead. No one says puff anymore. No one cares about puff anymore. Puff is dead. All right, let's keep it moving. Okay, Chevy Chase or Bill Murray?
Bill Murray.
Bill fucking Murray. Am I right or am I right? No one says Chevy.
Nah, Last week said Chevy.
Yeah, they did.
Who was last week?
I don't know. I just know he said Chevy.
Oh, Ian
Was it the
Hewitt.
cop?
Yeah. No. The cop was a few weeks ago. But
SpaceX.
Oh,
SpaceX,
yeah.
Ian Hewitt.
SpaceX said Chevy.
Damn,
I
that was
forgot for a
good.
minute too.
We recorded it a week ago. Yikes. All
That
right,
was years
nice.
ago.
Yeah. How about it? Okay. Then when it comes to would you rather do an amusement park or a water park?
Tough one. I'll go with the amusement park.
Smart. Good choice. Yep, you want to stay dry. Yeah, you don't want to do the water park. A lot of band-aids floating in the wave pool. Disgusting. Disgusting. Okay, let's keep it moving then. Justin, which one am I forgetting besides the wing one? Oh, here's a good one to ask you. Xbox or PlayStation?
I'm not a big gamer, but I'll go with PlayStation.
Wow.
Are you an
Justin.
Xbox guy, Matt?
I am.
Yeah.
You know what's
Xbox
crazy?
was for Fs.
Well, you know what's crazy is that like if we were to go back to like 2000, right? Like they weren't
Before Xbox existed.
Well, I guess like we'll just say the early 2000s. Xbox, like the Xbox PlayStation thing didn't become a rivalry until like maybe 10 years ago because Nintendo was still kind of prevalent. But like Nintendo isn't even really like it's not like they're a rival almost anymore.
Well,
even though they're still a massive company.
Everyone gets a Nintendo up until like 10. You rock out with Nintendo, and then you mature to either Xbox or PlayStation.
Gaming for adults. Yeah.
Then, depending on how much time you have, and if you're going to have kids in like that 20 to 30 range, you go back to Nintendo.
Sure.
And Nintendo is one of the few smart systems that has everything available that they have ever made.
Is it still Wii? Is it still Nintendo Wii? Is there something else now?
Now it's the Switch.
Switch.
It's also a portable Nintendo, right?
Oh,
Like
so it does both?
Yeah, and it has N64 on it, and Super Nintendo, and regular Nintendo.
Really?
All weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, I want one now.
It's awesome.
Yeah. My brother has one, and when I was training to win back this show via Mario Kart, which I did, thank you, you're welcome. And but I would train on his Switch, and I'll tell you, it was a blast.
Mario Kart 8 is great,
dude. Mario Kart's great, but even like the old school game, like I'm sure from what Alan Bach was telling me, the new Zelda was fucking murder. It was killer. But dude, if you think about it, when we were kids, right? GoldenEye, Super Smash Bros, like all of that. Like N64 was king, right? When it was that N64 was king, right? Then it was like, Dreamcast, and then I wasn't saying Dreamcast was up there, but kind of kept rolling. But then PlayStation, well, I guess it was PlayStation 2 came out, and then the original Xbox, and then Nintendo went GameCube. And honestly, I had a GameCube, but I went Xbox because you could play DVDs in Xbox. And that was the deciding factor, right?
Yeah,
and
big.
GameCube went small for some.
Yeah, the mini disc with Double Dash.
Yeah, Double Dash was incredible. And
I went right from Nintendo to PlayStation. I never had those other things.
Dreamcast was short-lived. Okay, next question, Sean. And this will decide the man you are and the man you will become. When it comes to eating wing, are you drum or are you flat?
Drums.
Very good. Very, very good. Honestly, that one's been back and forth lately. There has been no decisive, like it's been flat, drum, flat. It's really been going back and forth. So I'm glad to hear we have another drum on the show. Thank you for being here. Glad to have you. Drums all around, except for Justin, because he's a twat. But yeah, flats are incredible. We should ask too. Justin, are you Cool Ranch or nacho cheese when you eat Doritos?
I think I would go nacho cheese.
Yeah, nacho mama's.
That's
cheese.
not easy though.
No, it's not. Jimmy?
Spicy nacho. It's the only one I eat.
The purple one?
No, just the regular. It's like looks
it's
like
dark
nacho.
red.
Yeah, the nacho cheese.
No.
It's the nacho cheese, but just like darker. The bag.
Sean, nacho cheese or Cool Ranch? Well, she's nacho cheese by default because that's just a spicier version of the nacho, right?
Yeah.
Cool Ranch.
Sean, you're a Cool Ranch guy. Okay. Wow. Justin, I might pick. I could really go either way.
It depends on the sandwich. Like a turkey sandwich with Cool Ranch is
but then if you went a ham sandwich with the nacho,
need the nacho on the ham.
Right. We've all been there, guys. Come on, we know what we're talking about here. Honestly, though, I've stated
Poolside with a
previously.
Pepsi.
Yeah, I've stated previously on this show that I am a nacho cheese guy, but I might just say Cool Ranch just to combat you, Justin, because this is our relationship. We just disagree, except for Biggie or Tupac, right? We're all big.
Biggie
All right.
begs bitches from barbecues to bar mitzvah.
Yeah, honey's playing close like butter play toast. What are you gonna do? All right, let's keep it moving then. So Sean here. Sean, thanks for being on. Let's get started. So you were in school, right? Let's keep going. That's where you kind of started your journey to being an electrician. Is that right?
Yeah, so I went to North Monco, 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, 12th grade, graduated North Penn, but also went to North Monco during the day.
So smart.
Yeah.
I
was
wish I
always
would have
jealous
done
of
that.
the tech school.
So dumb.
Yeah.
I
Big
knew
time.
about it and thought I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just graduate high school and not go to college.
Yeah. And have
and have no skill. In hindsight, I should have just been an electrician or HVAC.
You could have been a carpenter. You could have been a welder. They taught all that shit there.
I know. So
Right?
dumb. Learn a trade. If you're not going to go to college, just learn a trade and then even if you're not going to use it, you know how many buddies are like, hey, you know how to wire a dishwasher? I'd be like, yeah, give me a case of beer and $60, I'll do it.
Yeah. Dude, that's, B guys. You know what I'm saying? But dude, it was honestly, and I had friends that went to the tech school, could have just jumped right in and had a lot of fun. And they got to leave normal school early every day. Great.
And I always heard that the welding was so well ventilated that you could smoke weed in it.
Yep.
Yeah. Really?
That's a true story.
Because it's so well ventilated. It all gets everything straight up and out. You can just burn down in there and nobody ever smell it.
What was the tech school like, Sean?
It was all right. 9th grade, you got to go through an exploratory of HVAC, electrical, landscaping, horticultural, carpentry. So you got to figure out what you actually wanted to do in 9th grade. I already knew I was going to be an electrician, so that was pretty.
Did you have family who were electricians?
Yeah, so I had an uncle that owned an electrical company growing up.
Oh, nice.
So,
was he in the union?
He was, yeah. So
and he left the union and opened up his own gimmick?
Yep.
Ooh. All right. We'll talk a little more about that later. So you're in 9th grade, right? And they're showing you carpentry and welding and yada yada, but you knew going in hey, electrician's in my blood. All right.
Yeah.
I've been crossing wires since I was dotting T's. You know what I'm saying? So you're doing your thing. I will ask this though. We've had carpenters on the job on the show, electricians, masons, roofers, fucking pretty much everybody.
Plumbers.
Yeah, plumbers. We had them all. Right. We've asked them all who runs the job site, and no one has said that. They've all said they do.
There's a hierarchy.
Right? Yeah.
Who's at the top? And
everyone said if you ask the electricians, they run the jobs. But then you ask the carpenters, they're like, the job don't get done without the carpenters. And then you ask the concrete guys, hey, we're the foundation of this job. So there's a whole lot of bullshit going on. As an electrician and an unbiased third party, who would you say runs the job site?
I mean, the one I'm on currently, I would say the steam fitters are running it. I mean, I gotta give it to them.
That's the people who put in the vents and stuff?
They're all the welders, the hard pipes, gas lines, steam fitting.
Yeah,
they're tough.
Yeah.
They make a little more money than me.
Fancy schmancy.
Yeah, we're men. We know all about the gas lines and the steam gaskets and the
they still
fitters.
use steam?
Yeah, it's a steam joint,
Yeah, for the train that runs around the house.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Well, that's because we're men, Jamie, and you're a woman, so
Yeah.
Sorry, man talk.
I should have went to tech school for hairdressing.
They had that. Oh, they did.
Oh yeah,
I
they
remember
did.
I would see the girls walking
definitely.
around with the mannequin heads all the time.
That's what I wanted to do.
Cosmopolitan.
Oh yeah.
That word.
What were the? What were the chicks like?
When you got pregnant, you went to cosmetology. You didn't have to go to school for a full day. That's
so true.
Every chick did. Yeah.
Oh, every pregnant girl went to cosmetology.
Well, I'm pregnant. I can only go to school for 4 hours a day, so I'm gonna learn how to do hair.
I'm gonna get knocked up and do hair.
And all of a sudden, Rachel wasn't in 4th period math, and you're like, "What happened to her?"
Man, oh man, what was? What was worse, the the cosmetology chicks or the chicks that was in like, the
Force.
electrician chick? Yeah. I mean, were there any chicks that were electricians?
Nah, not in my class.
No pajama pant wearing Newport smoking broads.
Oh, bro, shut the
Those are
fuck
the
up.
best.
They were everywhere. They were great. Smoking Newport 100s, wearing slides and pajama pants.
And refused to swim. They would just sit on the bleacher.
Oh,
That
dude,
was me. I refused to swim.
You
Dude, I had
did?
And I
swimming
failed.
I had swimming first period.
Same.
Yeah, mine
Same.
was second.
And I was
Yeah, I
like,
had first
whatever.
period.
I like swimming. Whatever. Get in
I
there.
didn't
Let's
mind
get
it.
weird.
Yeah,
I just didn't want to be
was okay with it.
cold.
Yeah, look, you know.
It was whatever. I mean, it's all part of the gimmick. You
Were
know
you
what
in
I mean?
pajama pants, Jamie?
No, I wasn't. I like to dress up.
All right.
You were a big. I mean, yeah.
Hollister. I was a Hollister
Oh,
girl.
wow.
You could snort
Mhm.
Yeah.
coming.
Justin, you never wore name. I never wore name brands in high school. I couldn't
Oh,
afford it.
I went for a full year in I got the Speedo slides from Costco. Like, remember the spiky boys that would like kind of hurt your feet for a week until they
Yep.
Yeah.
soaked in?
Yeah.
I wore those, black Nike socks, sweatpants with mesh shirts underneath, a white t-shirt, and an A shirt underneath every day. And that was it. I just had 12 of them, and I just gave up. And I stopped
What
going.
kind of shirt did you wear underneath?
It's a beater, but it's technically called an A shirt.
Oh, they can fuck off. They're called wife beaters. Let's go.
Were you allowed to wear
Jesus
them?
Christ.
Underneath a shirt. Like I
Yeah,
wore
yeah,
a shirt.
you
I
are.
wore that and a white t-shirt that just every day.
I'm wearing them
no
right.
backpack.
I'm wearing a wife beater right now, babe.
So am I. I love them, they're comfy. They pick up
They're
sweat.
the fucking best.
I thought
They're
you
the
weren't supposed to
best.
wear them anywhere. I thought they were like out of style.
I'm an old man. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, who gives a flying fuck? I'm married.
I went to go
You're
buy
lucky I'm
them
wearing a
actually
shirt at all.
the other day, and I was at the Tommy Hilfiger outlet, and I was like, "Do you have A shirts?" And the kid looked at me and he was like, "Huh?" And I was like, I looked at him, I looked around, I'm like, "Do you have wife beaters?" He was like, "Oh yeah, they're over here."
Does everybody call them A shirts?
No
That's
one calls
what.
them
If
that.
you look at the packaging, that's what they're called.
I mean,
But
I guess
everyone
you call
knows
them.
them as a wife beater.
Sean, what do you call them?
Wife beater.
Yeah,
What?
everyone does.
You're a smart man. You're a smart man.
But you can't go you can't yell out across the department store. You go, "Hey, you got wife beaters?" It just doesn't.
I mean, if you're in Kohl's, like 6 guys would pop their hands up and be like, "Yeah, that was me." Oh, we don't. Oh, okay, all right. But what are you gonna do? Hey, that's
the
what's
rule of
real for you.
thumb.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Justin. Please. History lesson time.
In South Carolina, at one point in time in our great nation's history, you were the rule of thumb was you could hit your wife on the church steps on Sunday with a stick, no wider than your thumb.
Boondock Saints.
You were just did they say that in that movie?
They do right
Excellent.
before he fucking cracks the lesbo.
Yeah.
He
Good
said-
part. Good part.
Is it
he
true,
said-
though?
Yeah, it
I
is.
believe
That's
so, yeah.
100% a true law. That used to be a law. So in the movie, though, the best part, there's this dude, this guy's like trying to explain to this bull dyke, like, how this factory works. And he just said, like, using it as a phrase, like, okay, the rule of thumb, like, just as a phrase. And then this bitch starts spouting off, like, the rule of thumb, that's, this sexist thing because men can beat their wives. And then the dude legit says, he's like, well, you're lucky it wasn't the rule of wrist then, because that could really fucking hurt. And then they just knock that, the bull dyke out. But what are you gonna do? You get
How about a
mouthy, you get
Coke?
knocked out.
Yeah.
What did you say, Justin?
How about a Coke?
Yeah.
We're not gonna tell that joke. Keep going.
Yeah. Until everyone's new favorite segment, it's time for Jada's questions, asking some questions. Jada's questions, a new favorite segment. Did the mic pick that up? Because I really fucking nailed that. Wow.
It sounded
Incredible.
amazing.
Hey, James, while we're waiting for ship break, do you want to... Damn, James, your camera is looking better and better every goddamn week.
Thank
Golly.
you. Thank you.
You got it. All right. James, you got any questions for old Mr. Lodge here?
Sure. Who are your biggest influences?
Whoop! Right up the bat.
I got a lot of them, to be honest.
Please be honest.
Tony Robbins.
Of course.
Who's that?
Shout out. Fan of the show. Listen to the show.
Tony Robbins.
If you've probably seen him in like clips when you're scrolling through TikTok. He's like a motivational speaker.
Yeah,
kind of guy.
I know. Okay,
He's got
that's
a
who I thought
gruff
it
voice
was.
and he talks like this. Yeah.
Okay, I know who that is.
I like Mel Robbins as well. But
who's Mel Robbins?
Are they related?
no. Who else? I like
Cody,
David Goggins, but I wouldn't call him inspiration, but he's definitely got me into my triathlon world.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Back it up. Let's back it up. Let's back it up. Did you just say into your triathlon world?
Yeah.
So you're running triathlons and you're just gonna fucking drop that in there?
The kid's a triple threat.
Yeah,
Is it
I just pretty much canceled my 2023 season as of like yesterday.
Why?
I just got diagnosed with IBS, which
With
you were
ibs?
about.
You got the
You were-
ibs?
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure that all out right now. But yeah, I was training for
bro.
I was training for 2 half Ironmans this year.
Bro, dude, I'm
Give me
sorry, man.
Give me the rundown for
Dude,
an
you know what's
Ironman.
crazy? Think
Like-
about this though, guys. Think about this. Let's think about this. Let's really package this in. Okay. When one marathon isn't enough, this guy does 3 of them. 3
So-
thons. Triathlon. All right. Fucking
What is
nuts.
it? How far is the run?
I'll give you a lowdown on actually what happened in the last 4 years. So I was out training to do Broad Street and I got bit by a dog. That's where
Whoa.
it starts.
Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. So
And
for
now
those
I
listening,
have constant diarrhea.
so for those listening, the Broad Street Run is a run that they do in Philadelphia every year. I believe it's a 10-mile run up Broad Street in Philadelphia, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so were you just like not in as great a shape as you wanted and then was like, you know what, I'm gonna do the Broad Street Run and get myself in shape and ready to do this? Was that kind of like the goal?
Yeah, I needed something to do. I wanted to lose some weight, cut weight, and Broad Street was coming up, so I signed up and I was out running and just got bit by a dog.
What kind of dog?
It was like a 90-pound mutt.
Fuck! Was it
yeah.
a wild dog?
No, it was a regular dog. Jumped the fence and got 9 lacerations, rabies shots, which are 16 shots at once
your
into.
stomach?
Ugh.
No, I actually got them, which is crazy because everybody says in the belly. I got the six. Yeah, I got the 16 in every muscle possible that they could get a shot into, and it wasn't pleasant. I know that.
It's multiple of the 16s.
Yeah, so it was all based off of body weight, and man, those nurses had a field day with me.
So the only other way to not have that done to you is for you to get the dog, kill it, and then they can test it and see if it had rabies. That's how it used to be. Now I don't know if it changed.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I mean, Sean, is it a little too traumatic for you to go over that? The dog
No,
bite?
it's definitely
What it gets you in the back of the
I tell
leg?
this story all the time. Yeah, so dog jumped the fence, knew it was coming, and couldn't really. I was in the middle of nowhere, farm country. There was no fences to jump up. So dog attacked, bit my calf, and the car drove by, but it was like an older woman and she didn't want to like stop. So she was on the phone with 911 as well. Funny story about that. But I'm on the phone with 911. I get put on hold because I'm in 2 different counties at the same time. So
Oh my God.
No man's land.
yeah, they were like, wait, you're in Montgomery County. So they transferred me to Montgomery County. Meanwhile, the dog, I was on a hold. The dog bit me again. Finally, a car stopped and I stopped, slammed the dog onto the car. And the owner finally was like, hey, screaming at the dog. But he was like probably 200 yards away. And yeah, you know, matter of seconds, it was 9 lacerations. And I was just like, yeah.
Where were
Dude,
the
it could've-
lacerations?
I tried punching it, you know, in the hand.
No.
I got all jacked up. My calves got it. So yeah. So long story short, I
It
got
bit
bit by
you
the
in
dog.
calf?
Ugh.
Yeah, just tore me up. There was no
Dude,
like.
it's like a German Shepherd attack. Oh,
Yeah, that's basically what it was. It was a 90-pound mutt. So
dude,
yeah.
Did you punch the owner too? What a fucking quack.
Dude, it
God
was-
damn.
that I found out I actually had the district attorney in Montgomery County got involved because the dog bit 5 people in like 3 months.
Oh,
come
kill
on.
that fucking thing. Dude,
So
there's dogs too,
after-
like, yeah, they'll go after kids. Dude, if a dog goes after my fucking kid, I'm gonna kill it. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So when the cops finally showed up, they're like, "Oh, Mr. Lodge, you have your right to carry. Why don't you just kill this dog?" I'm like, I'm not running around
I'm not
Boyertown.
jogging with a Glock.
Yeah.
What the hell's
There's
wrong
a-
with you? I barely want to bring my cell phone with me. Did you have a phone with you?
Oh yeah, I was on the phone calling
Okay.
911, and so they tell me, they're like, "All right, the chief of police is probably going to call you later tonight to tell you need to go to Pottstown Hospital and get rabies." I'm like, "What? Like, what's going on here?" They're like, "Oh yeah, we already know this owner by name, and we know the dog by name, and he's going to false identify all his paperwork. So I would recommend going to the hospital." I'm like, "What? Like, what's going on here?" And long, 3-4 months later, I had to hire a lawyer and get my stuff paid for. But
At
yeah,
least
the dog.
the rabies shots and the stitching of the lacerations and
Is
Yeah,
that
I
not
think
covered under insurance.
it was, but I
but
think
still you shouldn't have to pay
was-
those co-pays and all. I
Agreed,
mean, what?
agreed,
It was at
agreed.
least $1,000. I
Oh,
guarantee.
easy. I mean, I had to go to the hospital for every week for I think 7 or 8 weeks to get booster shots. So you get your 16, and then you wait 2 weeks. You have to go back, and each time you have to go to the hospital because you can't go to a regular doctor's office to get
You
rabies
get these
shots.
rabies shots? Couldn't you? Could you talk to the guy and be like, "Did your dog have rabies, yo?"
No, the chief of police called. He's like, "Oh yeah, we called the vet that he said he uses, and they have no information of this dog. So just go to the hospital."
Why did you have to go all the way to Pottstown Hospital?
I'm up in Boyertown, Gilbertsville now, so
okay.
that's the nearest
Fuck.
one, and
Christ, man.
so
Ugh.
yeah.
So wait, you're,
Yeah, I
all
think
right. What
my
time?
bill
what
was
time of-
$36,000.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ! Because this fucker's dog is a piece of shit.
And you
Oh
probably
my
owe
God.
at least 20%. So it was like 6,300.
Yeah, I mean, I just paid my deductibles, and then
Oh yeah, you probably maxed
made it.
out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
Um,
what? I mean, hold on. What time of day did this happen? Like, was it morning?
like 7:30.
at night?
Yeah,
Okay. So, and was it dark out yet, or was it like
it was getting dark. I was like 7 miles from home too.
right? So
Yeah.
it's like, it's kind of like maybe March, April, like that time of year.
Yep, I think it was April.
Okay. So you're going out for a run, and how long had you been running at this point?
Easy 5-6 miles.
5 or 6
You're not
miles.
outrunning them.
No.
You
I
were
mean,
not
like,
running them at mile
you'd already
one.
be on the road for 5 or 6 miles, and like you're in your
You're like, oh,
zone, you're
God.
just trying to do your thing, you're getting your run in, doing your road work, whatever, and then you're running by, like, was it like a field or like what, like a house? Like, what were you running by?
Yeah, there was a farm on my left and a row of houses on my right. Like,
Fucking
you're
Boyertown.
yeah, exactly. And the
Yeah.
dog just leaps the fence, and I'm like, "Oh, here we go." There's no and I stopped. I'm like, "I'm just putting my hands down. Maybe he'll lick me." No, the dude just destroys me.
Oh,
I know.
did you
'cause
even
you don't want to
walk
believe
after
it.
that? Yeah, go ahead,
What?
Dustin.
Sorry, like I'm like did you have dogs growing up and stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure.
So like it
You have a
helps a
dog
little
now?
bit. You have a dog
I recently just lost one like in December.
now?
Okay.
Jesus
Aw.
fuck, dude. I mean, you get bit by a dog, you got ibs, and then your fucking dog dies. I mean, bro.
But like I'm a dog guy. I've had dogs all growing up, and like I had German shepherds growing up, big ones, and like you want to believe that like he's not gonna bite me. It's a dog. And then you're like, oh no, that dog's gonna bite me.
Yep.
Like my buddy's dad, our mutual friend, his dad had a German Shepherd that he only trained in German, and it had to be kept in the basement. I was like, no way. Like I had German Shepherds. I would like to pet this German Shepherd. And they're like, Justin, do not open that door and go mess with that dog. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, it's hard to believe, I love them.
Yeah.
But they'll
Yeah,
bite
it was
the
crazy,
shit out of
man.
you.
Yeah.
What
And
the
especially 90
fuck?
pounds, like, yeah, you gotta wrestle to the ground, and like their skulls are thick as shit. There's no point in punching a dog in the head, but you
Nah.
don't know what else to do.
Yeah. 90-pound fur missile coming at you.
And you can't kick it either because it's biting your leg.
And you're in the
Ah,
middle of nowhere. Thank God that lady pulled up.
Yep.
It gets so much worse
Yes.
if no one shows up.
How long did the attack last? Like, how long was it attacking you?
I mean, it happened so quick. I would say like overall 2 minutes by the time
Okay.
I got bit to he finally, went back to his owner. But yeah, it felt like forever. I'm like, I can't do anything. I'm gassed. I can't
Yeah,
It's
outrun
a
it.
long.
Yeah.
2 minutes is a long time to be getting bit by a dog.
Mile 5, introducing now you'll be bit by a dog. It's
Yeah.
like the world's worst Iron Man.
Yeah.
bro, that's a fucking nightmare. So, okay, but while you were running, so at this point, you were running to train for the Broad Street Run, and so you're doing that. Then you get bit by the fucking dog. And how long was the recovery for that before you could run again?
I mean, I missed a day of work the next day. That was pretty funny to tell my boss, "Hey, I got bit by a dog." And when I got back to work, they were like, "So how big was the Chihuahua?" I'm like, dude, look at my
90
legs."
Dude, 90 pounds of an athletic beast is that is no walk in the park. Oh my God, dude. That's scary, man. That's real scary. God damn, dude. Do you have kids?
Yeah, I had two. Man, that was funny showing up to the house with being in the back of a police car going, "Hey guys."
What were you doing on your run?
Right.
Yeah.
Yikes. So, okay. Damn. All right. So, Justin, we're supposed to be in the middle of your question segment, and Jamie already started some questions, but we're sticking with this. So, okay, you get bit by the dog, right? You take a couple weeks off, I guess, and then you go back to training.
Yeah. So I took one day off from work and went back in.
You're a fucking
I had to get the lawyer involved. Got all that situated. I actually had to go in front of the district attorney. The sheriffs had to get the guy out of the house. Finally put down the dog. It was this big ordeal, man. And
you're like fucking dog.
Out of the 5 people, I was bit the third least. There were 2 other people that were in ICU because of it. So
this dog
one got
put down.
So you're right in the middle of being able to defend yourself against this dog. Has a pretty good record. He's 5-0, but
we'll call him.
This dog put 2 people in the ICU, and they still didn't put it down.
Yeah. Finally, Montgomery County came to the house, dragged the dog out, and went down to the local vet, and finally put him down. But yeah, it was a process for sure.
God damn,
crazy.
That dog should have been put the fuck down. Are you kidding me? You're the 5th person?
No, I was
2 people in the ICU. That's crazy.
I was the second person bit, but the third, Oh,
you were the second. So there were still 3 more people after you who got assaulted by this dog while you're in the process of rehabilitation and not. I mean, suing this guy for at least your medical bills.
Wow.
Which also you should get way more. You know, this guy has no money, so I know there's no money in it, which I'm sure the lawyer told you. But he's like, I mean, just for trauma and pain and suffering. You're like, I was attacked by an animal. Like, if that lady didn't pull up, I would have bled to death fighting your dog to death.
I was attacked like I was in a fucking apartheid in South Africa.
And to have it to happen to 5 other people, that, like, even if this guy had $1 million, he's sued for everything, and you didn't have it the worst. So they're like, okay, just go home. But you're like, you cover my deductible, you maniac.
So I get $60 every 4 months from this dude for restitution.
For how long? For the rest of your life?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, there's 5 of us that get money from them, and
so they each get $60 a month, but it rotates who gets it every month.
Exactly.
That's too funny.
I mean, he was over like $300,000 in restitution.
The 5th one really put him in the hole. The 5th person he put in the ICU. Dude, the ICU visit's not cheap, and it's your maniac dog. I mean, first off, look, it happens once. Like, I'm a sucker and a softie. I'd be like, look, it happened once. It'll never happen again.
Build a taller fence.
Number 2, which is you. He's like, hey, this didn't turn out as bad as it could have been. It's now time to take him to the farm.
Yeah.
I mean, God damn, dude. I mean, I don't know. You think there's no way this dog is worth $300,000. You know what I mean? Like, cut your losses at some point, bub. What the fuck? Golly. So then you get bit, you get your restitution, right? When do you start training to run again?
I think I waited like a month or 2 to heal up, and then I was like, all right, I really want to get into this triathlon world stuff. So I went full bore. I was like, let's do a full Ironman training.
Okay, so what does that entail? What is your training like for that?
It was nonstop pretty much for 2 years straight because of COVID.
Okay, hold on. So sorry, I interrupted you. What is an Ironman race? Like, what are the things that make up an Ironman race? And then what was your training for that race?
Yeah, so a full Ironman's 2.4 mile swim, 112-mile bike, and a full marathon.
Holy
full
fuck
marathon?
on
Like,
me.
What? How
26
long's a full
miles?
marathon? How long is it?
26 miles.
Damn.
26 point what?
2.
That
So
is
you said, all right, so
insane.
hold on.
I didn't know that.
Back it up. All right. We're doing how much for the swim? 2.4 miles.
Yep,
And then how much on the bike?
112.
What's your Peace Valley lap, Matt?
How fast?
No. What's the mileage? Like how many?
It's 6 miles. So
That
the
like
total,
Luke you
like,
see on Instagram is 6 miles.
my full trip is like 23 miles there and back, right? But the Peace Valley loop itself is 6 miles.
So you would have to do that 20 times almost.
No, dude, way
No,
more than that.
6.
That's only 60 miles. If I did it 20 times, but or whatever. Yeah, it's no, that's fucking incredible, man. That is fucking incredible.
That's insane. And then
How long does it take?
So I did it 13 hours and 56 minutes.
Oh my God.
How long are you running the fucking marathon?
The marathon took me 5 hours and 30 minutes
What's
For
the order you
26
do it in?
miles?
after the bike and swim.
So
You did that last?
Is it swim?
You did
Yeah,
a run
swim, bike,
last?
run. Swim, bike, run, yeah.
With no break in between.
No.
My
Well,
I think
aren't you,
that's the
like,
best
don't-
order.
I think I saw a thing where
Did you
they
want-
like, don't they have like the pizza log where you're just like eating something for caloric intake?
Yeah, I mean, I have nutrition on me pretty much from the bike to the run the whole time.
And what kind of nutrition? Just like energy bars and stuff?
Yeah, Cliff Bars, Gatorades,
So
anything
you have
really,
to carry
pretzels.
that. You have to
No.
carry that with you. Oh, okay.
Like I had Cliff Bars, I had 4 bottles of water on me, but yeah, after they have aid stations throughout the whole course besides the swim.
Wow. So
If you
okay.
If you could
Go
do
ahead,
it in a
Justin.
different order, would you pick a different order? If you could
No,
do like
'cause it's like-
swim, run, bike, or
Yeah, it's least dangerous to, or most dangerous to least dangerous, right? So
for like collapsing. Yeah, I guess that makes if you're gonna collapse swimming,
You
that's
don't wanna- yeah,
dangerous.
yeah, you
If
don't
you're
wanna
gonna
collapse in
collapse
the water.
biking, that's dangerous. If you're gonna collapse running, at least you're gonna hopefully
Yeah.
fall forward. and
exactly, cramp
Do-
out
Wind
or
up.
whatever.
Do a lot of
Have you-
people collapse?
Oh yeah, I've definitely seen a few people collapse. Either
you?
dehydration. No, I don't think I've ever crashed and or passed out or from dehydration.
Yeah, you've just been attacked by a dog.
How long's how long's the swim usually take you?
I did it in an hour and 9 minutes, but
oh my
you know,
god, you swim for an hour?
In 9 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
And it's in open water, right? It's not like
Yeah, it
ain't
was-
like a fuck. You're not like you're doing laps in a pool.
yeah, I did it in Lake Placid, so it was the lake right there at Lake Placid.
Giant alligators in
Right.
that lake. Are you crazy?
Is that really?
That's
No,
you
it's
didn't
just
see
a
the
movie.
Oh,
Oh, it's not real.
I mean, God, I hope not. It's like a 50-foot alligator.
Yeah, I just did one in Florida, and they said there was an alligator on the
No
course, but
way would I do that.
Nope.
yeah,
Nope.
You just
So
hope
yeah,
it's-
Matt, you think a dog was bad?
Yeah.
Imagine a fucking alligator.
How many other animals do you fight during this tour?
Yeah.
What do you fight during while you're biking? You fight ostrich or?
No, you'd be shocked how many dog attacks I've actually had. I think I was up to like 5.
Jesus.
What?
Wait, 5 dogs attacked you?
Like one was
What did
serious.
you do?
Yeah, it's just
What are you doing while you're running? Are you taunting these animals?
Are you dressed
they
as
just
a
come out
mailman?
of nowhere.
Yeah.
I got
Are these-
biscuits on me.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It's like actually, a lot of people don't know this, but bacon strips actually have a very high caloric intake and great protein.
Dude, so all right, I want to talk this though. What are you riding as far as the bike? What kind of bike you got?
I didn't go full bore into the triathlon bike, but I ride a Trek Amanda,
A Trek Amanda?
which is Trek's road bike for hills.
Oh, is it off road? Sometimes in the Ironman,
No.
or is it usually it's street?
What the fuck? Guys, just so you know, a Trek Amanda starts at $4,000 for that bike.
Yeah, triathlon is one
Listen.
expensive hobby. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, what kind of do they have special shoes for you and like all that stuff?
Do you swim?
Yeah,
in
you got-
you don't swim in shoes, right? You do.
No,
barefoot.
no swimming shoes, but wetsuit. You
Oh,
got your
yeah.
kit. I got clip-in shoes. The bike. That's probably one of the most expensive.
The bike. Is so
And I
expensive.
actually had a bike be totaled before my Ironman. Trek totaled it, so I had to get a bike during COVID, which was
Oh,
a nightmare to
impossible.
begin with.
Yep.
Yeah, like a month before my race, they were like, "Yeah, this bike's totaled. Here's a discount on a new bike. Go out and find one."
They just kind of give you a little discount, like, because when they have those big pileups, I mean, bikes are being destroyed.
Yeah, I had like a
Then, too,
30.
Are you out, or do they have backup bikes? How does that normally work?
Yeah, so they have road support during the race. Like if you get a flat or your chain breaks or something, they actually have roaming people.
Okay.
I've definitely used them a few times.
Yeah. I have the spindle on my bike broke the other day, which when I took it to the shop, the guy who owns Peddlers said that he's only ever seen this like twice, and I'll tell you, it's the third time I've broken the spindle on my bike. So
Just sending it.
Yeah, just goes to show you how fucking badass I am. I mean, what are you gonna do?
What are you doing to it?
I'm just riding it like an asshole.
Where's the most conflict? Like on the bikes, in the swimming? Like I'm sure whatever that tight turn is, where does it get piled up and people get the most rowdy? Because I assume running by then, everyone's so tired they're most likely.
Are you allowed to hit people?
Oh yeah, my first half Ironman was in Texas, and I got rocked to a buoy going underneath, and someone just came over top of me, and I was like blacked out. I had no idea what was going on.
You get
like,
punched in the back of the head while you're like short on oxygen.
Yeah, and I just got dunked, and I got my bell rung. I was like, oh well, here we are. This is Ironman. Got to swim, middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So
I assume there's people on boats out there. What is it from the shore? I guess if it's 2.4, it's 1 point mile out and 1 point mile back.
It all depends. Like Lake Placid was 2 loops. So it just depends on the course that I actually do.
Do you do these just to like, is completing them the goal, or are you like placing to win is the goal?
So I started the full Ironman. I just wanted to finish towards the end. I knew what I wanted goal wise, time wise, because I did it for 2 years training for full because of COVID. But as I came down to the half, I definitely lowered my time and tried to make worlds, but it just didn't work out. Wasn't quick enough on the run.
Wow. I mean,
dude,
to even be in the top, like even competing in the competition to do that, that's fucking incredible.
To swim for an hour, to bike that far, to not be attacked by any animals is an achievement every single time.
For sure.
That is dude, that you should be very something very proud of. Like also like when in boxing, they'll always tell you if you ever lose, that one of the big things they'll tell you is that like, hey man, only 1% of the population will ever do what you do. You know what I mean? And I have to think maybe 0.1 of the population will ever be fucking triathlon doers. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? That's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Dude, all right. To go over it again. So it's 4.2 mile swim, right?
2.4.
2.4.
Dyslexia coming back at you. Very nice. 2.4 mile swim.
But still, it takes like an hour. An hour of swimming is wild.
And then a 26.2 mile run, and then 120 mile bike ride.
So 2.4 mile swim, 112 bike, and then a full marathon, 26.2 run. All day.
And you did it in 13 hours. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, sub 14.
Do you have like a team that's with you the whole time?
And so I had, when I did my full, I actually was a part of 3 teams during that, but I had my family there. I had coaches there.
Does your family help? Are they like in on it?
Yeah, they were. It gets to the point though, I was doing like 20 to 25 hours a week of training, so it was like a second job towards the end.
You figured just to get in, like, how do you even dictate what do you do in a week? Like, do you do like 1 day swimming, 1 day biking, 1 day running, or do you try and triple it every day, like when you're training? Like,
also, how much are you eating?
Yes. So first question was, I hired a coach. I had to figure it all out because I would have just blown my heart out, not knowing what to do. And so I got like each day I knew when waking up, I had to get this done. And then, you just keep building and building. But it would be 3 bikes a week, 2 swims, swim bike or run bike, they call that bricks.
Okay.
And then eating wise, that was cool because I could eat whatever I want. I was going to burn anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 calories a day.
Damn, that's fucking incredible.
Did you practice swimming in open water, or were you doing like YMCA or mixing it up when you could?
Yeah, so I definitely I swam at the Y for sure. That was one of my teams. We are based out of the YMCA. But I swam in a few lakes. There's, down at the Schuylkill off Trooper Road, they have open water swims. Marsh Creek, I would go every Wednesday during the spring, summertime. And then there's a lot of open water races for swims around. Lake Nakamixon has them. So yeah, dude, a lot of time spent at that lake for sure. That's the longest I've ever swam was 3 miles.
Dude, that's incredible. My uncle Marty, my godfather, swam the English Channel, which is like a big thing. And that's like a 26 mile swim.
Yeah.
Like,
freezing.
And it's like, yeah, he had to, he did it on, I don't know what attempt it was, but the one attempt he got hypothermia because of how cold it was. Yeah. It's killer. And the other one, he was he had to be pulled out because he was stung by so many jellyfish that he had gone like catatonic.
Oh my
God. It's crazy. Crazy the shit people do for fucking, for shits and gigs because you got bored during COVID. So I'm gonna learn how to fucking do triathlons.
Hey, you want to see how far I can run?
What is you said this is expensive, but you're hiring a coach, right? You have to get all the gear. You're traveling to do this, so it means you're probably buying plane tickets and you have to bring your gear with you, right? Bikes and whatnot, like all of this, it must be ungodly expensive.
Yeah, for sure. It was a fun ride though. I mean, I wouldn't change it.
You're not doing it anymore?
Yeah, with the health stuff going on and kids getting older, it's definitely getting in the way. But I got to figure out what's going on. I can't run over 8 miles right now without having issues with the gut.
How old were your kids when you were in the thick of
it? They were 6 and 4.
So you're you said you're training 25 hours a week. So that means your wife was with the kids alone.
Yeah. God bless her, man. Dude, yeah, for sure.
2 fucking kids, I know James, Justin, I mean, you have no fucking clue. I mean, well, maybe Jamie, you do because you have kids that live with you, but it is fuck off, Justin. But it is for your spouse, you do have to kind of trade off with the spouse. Everyone kind of kids can be a lot and you do need a break sometimes as far as because there's so much high energy and questions and you have to tell them, hey, don't eat the fucking bleach. You know what I mean? You got to tell them that shit, but there's a lot of saying no or watch out or you're always tense around them so they're safe, kind of thing. And it takes a toll on you. And sometimes you do need a break. So for your wife to step up like that so you could pursue this passion, I mean, God, dude, you picked a winner there, brother, Yeah,
for sure. I mean, that's what I'm trying to figure out now is the balance of triathlon and, work, family.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a rough
dude, plus you got Ibs. Oof. God damn, bro. I mean, well, they got sport diapers now, so you got that.
Yeah.
Still, that's fucking tough, brother. Sorry to hear that. And you found that out today?
No, it's been the last race I did, I had some issues. I was like, I don't know what's going on here. And then just kept pushing it off. I'm like, you know what? I need to get this stuff checked out.
But dude, that's another thing though, because you're working out so much and you're burning so much stuff at such a high rate. You must have been going to the bathroom all the time anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, oh, it's just overstrength, straining myself or, but it got to the point I'm like, all right, there's something serious wrong going on.
Dude, what? Okay. I know it's the swept under the rug issue of the triathlon world, right? But what is the deal? You're running for 13 hours and you're going crazy, your body's going crazy, burning all this energy and you're eating and whatever. Is there bathroom breaks during the triathlon? Is that a thing? Or is it diapered up? Are you diapered up?
No, I'll admit I definitely pee in the water for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
On my bike, I think, I peed 6 times on the bike. You just hit an aid station and get the fresh water, dump it on you. No one knows.
Yeah.
Yeah. They think it's all sweat anyway.
Yeah, and by the time I got on the run, I just, it was survival at that point. I don't think I peed once, maybe once, just to say, hey, I need to stop, piss, hang out, go.
Is that what everybody does? Just pisses on their bike?
For sure. You know what's going on.
I would have never guessed.
So when you see like a stream,
Yeah,
behind you, you're like, oh, Gary, yeah, all right, pal, yep, you got spread to the right, buddy. Damn,
yeah,
and then,
for sure.
I mean, and that's like everyone like kind of knows that they're doing it, like that's kind of a thing. Yeah, I assume. Man, that's pretty. Well, what about though? Also, like another thing, like the chafing, right? Like one, your nipples are right. Like people don't realize this. But think about this, guys. Justin, you're wearing an A top or whatever the fuck you call it, a white beater, an A shirt, right? Grab your shirt, right, and go like this on the shirt, like pull on the shirt and have it rub on your nipples for 13 hours, okay? And then see how fucking good your nipples feel then. You know what I mean? Like people will bleed and stuff.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So like, what do you do with that? Are you taping? Is it Vaseline? And then the same thing goes for your leg. Like you're sitting on a bike for 112 fucking miles. And I'll tell you this, bike seats fucking suck. They're uncomfortable. They kill your fucking ass, right? Like, I'm just saying. What do you got?
Yes, we wear special kits. I've never had the nipple chafing. Definitely, I lube up for sure. During transition, you can. In transition, where you go from swim to bike, you can add more stuff. When you go from your bike to run, you can add whatever you want. I did a full wardrobe change, put on shorts and a t-shirt to run in. So, you can do whatever works, really.
Yeah. All right. So, Justin, I know we skipped over a little bit. Jamie, did you have another question for Sean?
Yeah, I did. What do you do? Well, my other question was, what do you do when you're not working? But we just talked about that, I guess. Other than triathlon, what do you do when you're not working?
My kids keep me pretty busy. Hunt, fish. That lifestyle. I like the vacation.
You probably don't really have time aside from training kids and work.
Yeah, for sure. It's a full-time job doing triathlon.
Exactly.
Man, that's tough. What I mean, do your kids get involved in it? Like, do they ever want to run with you or ride with you? Or
oh yeah, I definitely got my 8-year-old son out on his bike. Did like 9 miles. So that's fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The stroller running.
I'm not a big stroller guy. I suck at running, so trying to push 40, 50 pounds while trying to run, it just doesn't work for me.
Yeah. No one does. I mean, it all sucks, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, so nice, real nice. Okay, well, let's keep it moving then. We're going to jdub's question. Jdub, what do you got for old Mr. Lodge here?
How long do you think you could survive on a desert island?
Desert, okay.
Deserted.
Oof. I could go months, I think.
Dude,
you know how to, do water and all that kind of stuff?
Are you a survivalist too? Like, can you do the survival stuff?
Yeah, I'm a big avid hiker, hunt. So I'm in the woods all the time.
This guy's good. Yeah, see?
Yeah, where do you live?
It depends.
When this all goes tits up, I'm heading to your place, Bob.
Yeah, it all depends on how big that island is. I mean,
it's the because if you do like a northwestern island, like obviously everything's gonna be moist.
Like the only Castaway, good to go.
Yeah. Really?
You can do water. You know how to desalinate?
Yeah, you're boiling it.
Yeah, I gotta learn tactical skills. I don't have that. 2 weeks at most. How long can you? As long as I can find fresh water.
Dude, I gotta have that Wilson though.
Somebody to talk to.
Yeah, that's what will kill you the most is not having anyone to talk to, or you can only bang your hand so many times. You know what I mean? But yeah.
What's your current favorite television show?
Woo!
Besides sports, TV show.
What do you watch?
Oh, man, it's so hard to watch. It's hard to watch TV with
running
kids
25 miles.
Exactly.
What do you listen? Do you listen to stuff?
Oh, great question. Doing? I'm a big audiobook guy myself.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I'll
Audible?
say it.
Fucking love
Audible. I'll say it. That Goggins got me started on the audiobook. That got me
books while you run.
Oh, dude, that's all I do is podcast or Audible. That's it.
Yeah.
It's the fucking dude. you get lost, right? Like if you got a good fucking Audible book going and you're riding, right? Like you get it's the best, man. It's what you live for. Or a good like, dude, I listened to the whole Ric Flair on Rogan podcast on Monday when I did a ride. It's fucking great. It's fucking great. Loved it.
Yeah, I'm a big Rogan guy, so I got Rogan in my ear, got Goggins going. Music, if I get bored, I'll just throw the music on and go.
Music, not so much for me. I don't know. Every once in a while, I'll do music, but I'll get weird with it. I'll do like the best kids performances on The Voice Europe.
What?
Don't fucking knock it, bro. Do not fucking knock it. All right. The Voice Kids International Best of list on YubTub is the fucking gimmick. All right.
Okay. What's your dream car?
I'll send you the video and then you can smoke some pole later. All right, bub?
I'll watch it. What's your dream car?
Honda CRV.
I do like the old school Hummers pimped out,
Ooh.
but like
they're so big. They're like the whole size of the. You ever like see them in like a normal car lane?
Yeah.
There's like 2 inches on each side.
But you can't go wrong with the Ferrari, you know, sitting in the driveway.
Yeah, you'd think you'd want more of like a all-terrain vehicle. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I rock a Jeep. I rock a Jeep now, so
you're already living that life for sure.
Yeah, I just got into it about 6 months ago.
We could have smelled Jeep all over you, bub. do you find that like when you were like, you know, we know you weren't in triathlon shape before like you started this journey, but were you in like anything close? Like, could you still run or whatever before this? Or
no,
like,
I hate running.
Like, were you like fucking like doing like, you know, potato bag of chips on the couch with beers every?
Oh, for sure. Couch to Ironman for sure. Yeah, I was heavy as heck. I was like 225, and then race day, full Ironman, I was 182, 183.
God bless you, dude. Great fucking work, man. Good job. And how tall are you?
5'10". Now I'm like,
right.
I fluctuate. I can gain weight left and right.
Yeah,
I'm like
for sure.
195 right now.
But still, like, you know, but it's like it's that like you fluctuate though. Yeah.
I can swim and bike.
Yeah. But once you hit like, I feel like once you hit like a certain thing, like you've gotten to a level where like, you know, you can consistently maintain at this high level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have like a race weight that I like, and then I have like a maintain, and then I have you're heavy.
Yeah. Have you found though that like the better shape you got in, like the more active you've been in your parental role as well?
Man, that's hard to say. That's a question for my wife. I feel like, you know, it's just structure. So like you get done your workout and then you try and be the parent, but you're like, oh, okay, I need to recover. What do I need to do? So that like balance was like very hard for me to find. And it's definitely a work in progress for sure.
Yeah. Damn,
damage it does. Just like, I mean, I don't know about the biking, but like the running a marathon to your feet alone, like your toes, your toenails, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your toenails
like
all
that.
must be fucking
gone.
Where you got to like explain to your wife, you're like, I can't walk upstairs.
Yes,
my toenail might fall off.
Yeah,
and I am sorry.
You're like, no, my toenails did fall off. Sorry,
my bad. There might be toenails in our bed when we go.
James, as far as like the female point of view, you know, we know that like football players get the chicks and obviously boxers get the chicks, but what about triathletes? Are the chicks all over them?
I'm not into sports, so like sports has no influence on me being attracted.
You don't want a man who's out of the house for 13 hours at a time?
I don't think so, no.
I'm gonna be gone for half a day and I'm gonna come home dead for another 2.5.
If it's not sports, what does it?
Music. I'm a music kind of person, so if you can play drums, I will love you.
Okay, well, what if it's a guy that can play drums and it's just whatever, or a guy that can play drums and also is a triathlete? Which one you go?
Probably the triathlete or triathlon guy with the drums, just because.
Yeah, you'll know he'll be in shape.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And he'll try harder.
Yeah, but as long as he doesn't try to get me to do the triathlon.
Do you work out, James? Are you into fitness at all or no?
I recently joined the gym again just to get in shape. But my job's really it keeps me active, and like at the end of the day, I'm so tired. It's so hard for me to like keep up with the gym. But I've been trying to go to the gym so I'm not like hurting and tired after work. But it hasn't worked.
I guess you were just born with, terrific facial structure because it looks like you work out already. For fuck's sake.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, must be nice. All right, good, great, grand, wonderful. Not all of us are 5'11", guys. What are you gonna do? So, all right, Justin, you got more questions or what?
You break any bones?
These
Yeah. I have fifth metatarsal, which is your pinky foot.
Which pinky?
No, on your foot.
Oh,
left.
your pinky toe.
Yeah, fifth metatarsal. Blown out ACL.
Ooh.
That feels good.
Yeah,
is that during this triathlon run, or is that from somewhere else?
Yeah, I was from snowboarding in 2009.
Fuck on me. Yeesh.
Yeah, that was a rough one, man. Trying 9 months recovery.
So you've always been into like the extreme kind of things then, huh? Did you skateboard too?
No, I was more of a longboarder, but I definitely skateboarded, when the time,
Everybody did. Everyone had it. Everyone fucking laid some wood every once in a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even I tried to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone did a pop shove at McTwisty off the grain. You know what I mean, bro? Yeah. We all played Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Incredible fucking game.
Sure did.
Incredible game. Honestly, I absolutely love Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and I don't know. I'd put myself up against pretty good people because I was pretty good.
Pretty good skater.
Pretty good at Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Good enough that I bought a pair of Etnies. You know what I mean?
You got some soaps?
I did have soap shoes. I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
I like the Audis. The Audis?
Audis? AUDI?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I rocked.
Dude, Etnies though, I'll tell you, I had a couple pairs of Etnies. They were so fucking comfortable. You know what I mean?
There's so much padding.
And they were like, but they were like you never tied them. You know what I mean? So like once you tied them once, they were like slip on, slip off. They were like pad on the outside. Dude, I thought they were so comfortable, And I had the John Cardiel 2s. Great shoe. I don't know. I'm a sneaker guy. What are you going to do? I had classic sneaks. What are you going to do? Then I went on a run and I had like 28 different pair of Air Maxes. That's just me though. Come on. All right. Justin, what else you got?
You have any questions for me?
Me?
Yeah.
Just A shirts.
Wife beaters. You need a long wife beater too. That's the key to a good A shirt.
Yeah, I never got into the whole wife beater. I mean, maybe when I wore like a dress shirt at a wedding, but nah.
Like having it tucked in and then just a t-shirt over. It's nice. Feels
just to
feels
chase the nipples.
Keeps you a little warm. Yeah, gives you a good chafe. You need a long one though. That's key.
Yeah, you think that's
no
funny
colors.
So your nipples bleed.
Those G-Unit ones were kind of cool back in the day. Remember those?
The what?
Remember they had G-Unit wife beaters and they were like
G-Unit.
They're like weird cut.
What? Oh, where it was like a thin thing and then
it was like real thin. Yeah. It was like 50 cent
the kind that 50 aka Ferrari.
All right, that's it. I don't know anymore.
Awesome. All right. James, any more questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
Good. You didn't need to. All right. We are coming towards the top of time. I know we kind of went a little off base with this, but really got into the triathlon talk. I thought that was so fascinating. Sean, Justin, James, and I are usually on the same page with this, but we would love to have you back on the show if you'd be willing to come back on.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, this was a blast, man. I'm really looking forward to this. And like I said, awesome that we were able to connect online and get this thing booked and get you on, dude. And I love too how you said, like, when we were talking right after I booked you, you hit me up and you're like, dude, be great for your show, Paul Felder. And I was like, yeah, so he just aired on Rogan. So you think he's gonna jump on this? I don't know. But it's funny.
He's on my team.
Oh, well, I'd asked the gym I work at, it's the Henzer Gray CPA Academy in Hatfield. So like Rich Latta, Sean Williams, Sid Outlaw, Mike Padilla, like all these guys that are, fought MMA and are big in the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world have all been on the show. And Rich is friend Paul used to come to our gym a lot. I wouldn't say a lot, but he's been to our gym a bunch of times, and he used to train with a buddy of mine named Jordan Steiner. And Paul's a good dude. But I'd asked Rich to reach out to him to be on the show. So, but I guess Rich never did. But hey, If you want to reach out to him and be on the show, I would fucking love to have him because
Yeah, dude, he's coming out of nowhere in the triathlon world. I've been following him. He was, he was on my team for a little bit. I've been trying to work out with him, but I'll definitely reach out, send him a DM, see if he can get on.
Hey,
great dude. He's climbing. He's gonna be a pro soon, I think. But we'll see.
Good for him. Dude, so my buddy Jordan Steiner, he got married, and when he got married, me and my wife sat next to Paul, and I don't know if it was wife or his girlfriend at the time. I don't know if they're married now, but we sat next to them at the wedding, and Paul, he was a pretty cool guy. I remember there was like this one dude came up to me saying like, "Hey man, could you I was like, he's like, could you introduce me to Paul?" I was like, I don't really know him that well, but he seems like a nice guy. And dude, Paul was just like, because he was fighting in UFC at the time and everything, so it's kind of a big deal, especially around here, because he was like the big Philadelphia fighter guy at the time.
Yep.
And I remember, oh yeah, dude, yeah, when he fucking collapsed his lung and still won, like the guy was a beast. But dude, he was like, I saw him like interact with fans, and he was like super cool and like really cordial. And I don't know, because I've seen it the other way too, where people can be dicks, but he was like the nicest guy. So yeah, he was always a cool guy when I was around him. So man, yeah, I'd love to have him on the show, and super happy for all the success he's had. So yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Nice. All right. Well, we are coming towards the top O time, Sean. Is there anything you'd like to say to the Sean Lodginators before we get out of here?
I just want to say thank you for letting me on. Doing good stuff over there, and really appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man. That means a lot. Thank you. Jamie, great job tonight. Love having you here. Good luck with the no hat. Killing it. Your camera's crystal clear. You can see even better. What do you got to say to the Janae name on babies before we get out of here?
Well, thanks for sharing your story, Sean, and I hope you get that IBS taken care of so you can get back on the triathlons.
Thank
you.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Thank you. jdub.
Yeah,
what do you got?
I learned a ton about triathlons.
You did?
And diarrhea is rough, but you're gonna get through this, Shitting your pants is not a lot of fun.
No.
Dude, I've had some crazy stories. We could definitely talk about that later.
Matt gets so upset. That's why I didn't bring it up until now. But I love talking.
No. See, I don't
talk about your bowel movements.
No, I don't get upset when we have shit talk. I don't get upset, but Justin just loves to share his fucking bowel movements on the show all the time. And I just, how much I love to hear that, but yeah, surprisingly, it's not all I want to talk about. I don't know. Is that just me? Am I crazy?
I could talk about the last 4 months probably for an hour. What
when they started getting wild, you're just like, what is happening back there?
Yeah, dude, it's
shit. We can talk shit. We can
yeah,
talk
exactly.
shit.
Like,
you want to come back? We're gonna talk poop.
I'm talking urban poops. Like, don't care who's looking. I gotta go. Like, there's no stopping what's going on right here. Just lady, look away.
Have you shit in a urinal? I've also had to shit in the women's room at Wawa. Like, I checked it was empty. The stall was full, and I was like, "It's go time on American Idol." Like,
that was my Friday night. That was Friday night after Red Robin, man.
Shitting in the women's room at a Wawa.
No, Wawa stories. Like, homeless dude, get out of my way, dude. Like, get out. Gotta go. Like, you're washing yourself in Wawa, dude. I need to go. Like,
now. You question shitting in a urinal?
Haven't had that yet, but maybe soon.
I can't wait for poop talk.
Yeah,
come back for poop talk.
It's funny too, like how like when you're driving, like you'll notice things. You'll be like, oh, there's a gas station. I'll clock that up here for some other time. Or, oh, that's where that store is. I'll clock it up here. You're just driving around now. You're like, oh, if I need to, I can shit there. Oh, another good place. If I need
That's how my runs are worked right now.
They're just like anywhere you can run to shit.
Yeah, I got golf courses all around. So there's porta potties, dude. Like you said, I have them pinged. I know where I'm going.
Yeah, damn, man. You know your
Coming
road.
up on your right in 0.2 of a mile.
You can make an app out of that.
Yeah, you start giving them stars. This one's a 3-star. It normally has toilet paper, which is clutch, but it smells like death.
Yeah. I've just started to bring my own wipes. Ooh, you should get sponsored by Dude Wipes. There you go.
Almost. Yeah, I definitely I like them. Keep those in the truck handy.
Wipes is the Wipes is the only way to go. Once you go wipes, you don't go back. It's the best.
Nope.
But okay, speaking of IBS, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives podcast. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by jdub, Justin Richardson, the amazing Jamie Iglesias, and our special guest today is the one, the only, the shit man himself, Sean Lodge. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can also on Instagram, Working Perspectives Podcast. You can join us on the Twitter and the TikTok. The Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. And please like, subscribe to keep bringing you this sweet, sweet content. Thanks for listening. Stick around for the ad. Thanks. See you.
Do you have a message or a story inside of you that you've been waiting to tell? Have you always dreamed of writing a book, but are intimidated by the complexities of the book publishing world? Perhaps you want to use a book to launch your public speaking or consulting career. If so, please reach out to Scott and Bell Publishing, located right here in beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Scott and Bell Publishing handle all genres and authors with all experience levels. Scott and Bell Publishing gives authors 100% creative freedom and a higher royalty split. They can be found at www.skotbell.com. That's www.s as in Sam, K as in Kite, O as in October, T as in Tom, B as in Boy, E as in Edward, L as in Larry, L as in Larry.com. That's Scott and Bell Publishing, where the authors go.